Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. And we are starting a new series today called SELs Experience. And we are exploring the safety energy locations that we use in the art of Jin Shin. There are 26 safety energy locations on the right side and 26 safety energy locations on the left side of the body. And when they are all open and in harmony, there is balance within and without, and we are healthy. So we can often find some congestion in these locations, and by placing our hands, we open them up and the energy can move freely so that we create harmony. So the safety energy locations are about the size of the palm of your hand, which is about 3-inch diameter. And so know that when we're working on them, that you have there's not just one place that you can go to. Of course, within the safety energy location, there's a bullseye and you go in it. But even if you just place your hands on the general area, you will help to open up the whole location. And they are like little grid locks, and it's like a traffic jam. And then when we hold it, it starts to dissolve and the traffic jam starts to disappear. And then the energy can move freely again. And so that's what we're looking for in the art of Jin Shin. So today we're talking about SELs 1 through 4, and let's start our little practice right away. SEL 1 is located right here at the inside of the knee. It's on the inside of the joint where the femur and the tibia articulate. So it's right here. When you move this around, you can place your hand in here. That's SEL 1. So there's several lines that go through here. So it could be that your SEL1 is more on the back of the knee, or it could be more in the middle or more towards the front. All of them are SEL1. So it could be this whole area. You can even go up on the inside of the thigh. For some of the locations, we have a high and a low. And for SEL1, we have a high one as well. So if you have very full thighs, then SEL1 can be dynamic for you. And so just place your hands on the one. You can sit cross-legged. I'm sitting like this so you can see it. You can hold it like this or cross your hand, whatever feels comfortable for you. I like to hook in my fingers a little bit to really get into that bullseye that I was talking before of the location, and then just let go. So you hook in and then let go and hold it gently. You can put a little bit of firmness in it, but by no means we want to press or push or force. When you're holding it gently, you will feel a pulsation come up into your fingertips, and that's the energy movement spiraling from the skin surface to the core. SEL1, the meaning is prime mover, and it helps to move us forward in life, digestively, physically, and spiritually. So when we feel that we are stuck in life and our lives are not moving forward in the way that we like, we can hold our one, the prime mover, and that will help us to move forward, make choices, make decisions, and take steps forward literally and spiritually. So we are always looking at the practical meaning and the spiritual meaning, and the physical meaning. It's a general practitioner, meaning it helps everything in the body. It helps us to breathe, it helps abdomen, and it helps our digestive system. And these are just a few of the things it helps. So when we think about it, when we are able to breathe, all the other organ functions will harmonize as well. Breathing is key to the proper functioning of our entire system. So you may feel that your hands start to get warm, and that's the movement of energy. That's our jumper cable energy when we apply our hands. This is us harmonizing in rhythm with universal energy, and we can feel that by the pulsation that comes up from these safety energy location. The pulse will begin to change. At first you may not feel it very strongly, you may feel a very soft or slight pulse, and then you may feel it louder. That's the process of the spiraling of energy from the skin surface to the deepest center part of our body, to the skeletal system. So there's a lot going on if we are just holding these locations very gently. And also observe if they start to open up, if they become softer, if the congestion changes, or if there's any transformation at all. We are always looking for the transformation as our body begins to harmonize. So the energy then moves down and goes up the back to SEL2. And SEL2 is located right here at the lower back, at the crest of the hip, and that's right here at the crest of the hip. So you can be close to the spine or slide your fingers out. See what feels comfortable for you. If you have a back project, anything, it can be on the spine or on the lower back, then this is a dynamic safety energy location to work with. So when you're sitting back, you can use the palm of your hand to hold SEL2, or if it's more comfortable, you can use the back of your hand, or even if you have a lower back pain, it may be nice to place your knuckles in there and then lie back on your SEL2. SEL2 means innate wisdom, and we are all born with an innate wisdom, an all-knowing, a God-given creator's knowing. And then when we start to get older and we start to think about everything and get our daily stresses in our lives and everything, we forget this innate knowing. So holding SEL2 will bring us back to this pure state of where we have this innate wisdom that's really available to all of us. The practical meaning of SEL2 is the chiropractor, and so again it does help the back and the lower back. It helps to bring alignment to the bones in our back. And today we hear a lot about back projects, and it very much has to do with stress. So SEL2 is a wonderful safety energy location to hold for that. I just want to mention that sometimes you want to go to the front first. If SEL2 doesn't unlock, just place your hand on the groin area, which is right here, just for a few moments before you go back to SEL2. And don't want to confuse anybody, but remember that Jin Shin is an art. It's called the art of Jin Shin, or some of you know it as Jin Shin Jitsu. Jitsu means art, which is a skillful creation. It's a mastery of a skillful creation. And so yes, we have to stay creative with it. So if SEL doesn't open up by itself, we go and look somewhere else. In the art of Jin Shin, we're always looking for cause of why a project is there. SEL2 also helps breathing, helping the lungs, and often when you watch sports people, you see them holding their hips, helping the breath, helping bringing in the inhalation. It also helps elimination. So for diarrhea, you can hold the left two, and for constipation, you can hold the right two. So play around with that, and if you have these conditions, then you can see if there's any congestion in safety energy location number 2. And now we're going to move up to safety energy location number 3. Very important safety energy location, and I'm going to just show it to you. It's right here at the tip of the shoulder blade at the top there. So this is 11, which is the top of the shoulder, and then when you slide your hand off, you get to the tip of the shoulder blade on the top of it. So SEL3 is also called the door, and the breath. It's the door between the exhale and the inhale. It helps both. It helps us to exhale, letting go of everything we don't need, so that we can inhale and receive the abundance. And I have called it in my book, The Core and the Art of Jin Shin, the breath. Just giving attention to the exhale and the inhale. SEL3 is the key to the immune system, and it's great for any immune project, be it autoimmune or another type of immune disorder. Also great for long-term COVID, boosting our immune system. SEL3 is key to that. So all of the locations that we're covering today are located on depth 1, the first cycle of energy. So all of these 4 locations that we're covering today also help to harmonize worry, they help the skin surface, they help the earth element, and everything related to that cycle of energy. And take an observation of which one feels tighter to you, be it the right side or the left side. We know that the right side has to do more with our lifestyle, and the left side has to do more, tells us about older and genetic projects. So again, it's all about getting to know and help ourselves with our own 2 hands. How easy is that? Take one more breath. And let's move our hands up to SEL4, the last location that we're covering today, and also finishing the first cycle of energy, depth 1. So SEL4 is located right here at the back of the head. It's right where the head connects to the neck. And see if there's any comfortable location for you to hold here, be it close to the spine or more lateral. SEL4 is also called the bridge, and it connects our consciousness to unconsciousness, spirit to matter, and whatever other bridge you can think about. And earlier I was saying the bridge between Manhattan and New Jersey. Any kind of bridge, there's always a spiritual meaning and practical meaning. The bridge between consciousness and unconsciousness is if someone is in a coma and they need to decide which way they're going to go, then holding the force will help them to decide. So we can assist and jumper cable the person by just simply holding their force. Also excellent if somebody has fainted. And I have a little story in my book, The Art of Jin Shin, that one day my son called me when he was in college. He called me and he said, Mom, what can I do? My friend collapsed. And I said, well, just sit with him and hold the back of his head. And he said, oh, it's okay, the EMS is coming. And I said, no, just sit with him and just hold the back of his head, hold his force. And a few minutes later, I got a text message. I did it. So that was just really cute. Just, how you can use Jin Shin anywhere and anytime, really, to help somebody. And of course, I have many stories myself about people fainting in all kinds of conditions, from airplanes to parades, Radio City Musical, and just by holding their force, the bridge between being unconscious or not being there, fainting, to coming back completely, just by holding the force. So definitely have fun with this. Enjoy these locations, and I just want to share with you a little very simple flow that we can do, just holding these locations in sequence. So let's place our hand on the 2 and the 1. So 1 and 2. So here you're helping the exhale and the inhale. This is a dynamic hold for knee projects, for back projects, bringing in the breath, our digestive system, so many things, just holding this one little step. And then we're going to move our hand from the 1 to SEL 3. So we're holding 2 and 3, helping the immune system. And you can, when you are not aware of flows, you can always practice the locations in sequence, and that is dynamic. You can just hold 1 and 2, 2 and 3, and so on. And now we're gonna take our hand from the 2 and place it on the 4. So we're holding 3 and 4. So you see how we're holding the locations in sequence now. So remember that Jin Shin is an art, the art of Jin Shin, and we have fun with it. It's creative and it makes us feel better. I do have a workshop coming up soon on June 15, where we will practice sequences and flows. We'll go in my office on Zoom, and I will invite you to have a person there that you can practice on. So if you'd like to join, we will put a link in the comments. You can join, and if you like this video, please share it with a loved one who you think may benefit from it. I just want to give you one more little hold that we can use to harmonize all of these locations that we just have touched, SEL 1, 2, 3, and 4. First cycle of energy, depth 1, with a quick hold is holding our thumb to harmonize worry and everything that we have just talked about. So explore, have fun, and join us next week to our series of the SEL experience. I'll see you all soon.